in the toy's house and go Grumpy's house and go Stuart's house and Grumpy's house. And we the trampoline.
The train.
I like the snacks. Well, I like their personality. I like when it's all pretty, when they have special snacks, when I get to play on his iPad, when we get to have Christmas there, and he has all kinds of surprises.
It's when we came in one Christmas Eve and Grampy had the old movie cassette, what's that thing called? Tape player, I guess? Some kind of movie player thing, projector.
Old school.
Old school projector, and he had it set up down in the dining room, and we were all watching all these old home videos of Daddy playing baseball, and this one, the Grammy in the pool, it was just kind of really weird. But it was cool. I liked it. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, okay. My favorite thing about Grampy is Mr. Bunny, because that's always been really special to me, because I was the only grandchild that got mine in the hospital and have kept him for 19 years. And so he's really special to me, even though he's been ripped to shreds 1,000 times. And my fondest memory of Grammy is always our tea parties we always had and our fashion advice, because she always gives me a ton of fashion advice, and shopping with Grammy is awesome. So that's my favorite. Love y'all.
My greatest memory of Grammy and Grampy is when they lived on their house in Hampton Street, and Laura had this lovely chair in the corner of her room, and her room was right across the street, or right across the hallway from the bathroom, but I never seemed to make it into the bathroom. I always pottied behind the chair, and sorry Grampy, you may not have ever known that, but I always pottied behind the chair because I was too scared to make it to the bathroom because Laura would make me laugh so hard.
I know that I'm new to I know I'm new to the family, and my memories are limited, but I want to thank y'all so much for taking me into the family and treating me like your own, and I look forward to many more years in your family.
How secretive things are always at Christmas, and I love how excited Mom gets about her gifts, even if they're the smallest things. And I always love just the funny memories we have and the special blessing I am to this family, being the only girl. I don't know what y'all do without me. I'm trying to beat everyone else because I'm the last person to video, because of course I have memory loss and can't remember any memories. I remember all the gifts, but most of all I just remember how important family is to both of y'all, and how much y'all value this family, and I'm thankful for everything y'all have done for us. Love you.
I guess Christmas memories, I can always remember that you always went out of your way to give us the things we really wanted, and that's pretty cool, I guess.
My favorite Christmas memories of Mike and Sue are when, after everyone's done opening presents, Mike will kind of sneak away and he'll come back in with something, and Sue will say, "You got it!" I don't know, it was really cute, so.
Good deal. Man, I have a lot of fond memories of Mom and Dad. I would have to say my funniest, if I had to pick one, would be the night that Dad was on the toilet and Mom woke up and came in and was about to sit on him and go pee in the bathroom. That has to be my fondest.
Yeah. My fondest memory of the Grammy and Grampy, the Fly family, was my first Christmas. Grammy gave me like 10 white bath rags, and I was a little confused. It only took me a minute to realize that when I first came to their house and spent the night, I used one to take my makeup off and didn't realize how faux pas that really was. So anyway, they gave me all the bath rags, and they've always been super special, so it's great to be back this Christmas.
I remember when we lived in Jackson, Tennessee, I remember over here my parents talked about money. I guess they didn't have a lot of money that year or whatever, but we I think all three of us got bikes that year for Christmas. So it just goes to show the love they've always had for us through the years. It's been that way every year, every Christmas, especially the year I got my Browning rifle.
Oh gosh, it would have to be the first Christmas I ever spent with them, where you know, we had all this family in and they served me pizza and full, all-out, wonderful meals each and every Christmas. The food, I would say the food definitely is the most memorable moments I've ever had at Grammy and Grampy's. Well, and the love. And that one time where they put on their muscle shirts. And then that one time where we all hugged each other. I think it's the first time they ever hugged each other all at one time in the history of their family. So I would say that I've brought lots of joy to this family since I've come into it. Yeah.
Mike always cleans up after we have Christmas. Always takes down the papers and everything. And one time he put all the papers up, and all of a sudden we remembered after the papers were gone, he remembered he had thrown his razor away. They were in the papers.
Oh, goodness.
That's one Christmas I remember.
The first thing I remember about Mike is Mike was serving in the military during Vietnam conflict, and his sister lived in New Johnsonville, and she asked Suzanne if Suzanne would be responsible for gathering toys for an orphanage that Mike was working with in Vietnam. So later on then, when he come home on leave from Vietnam, we got to meet Mike. Then Suzanne and Mike dated for a number of months before they got married, and then Mike later took a job with the railroad, and he told us all about his experiences working with the orphanage there in Vietnam. That was the first Christmas we had any knowledge of who Mike was and where he lived.
Gampy, Gammy, Gampy. What?
I'm not ready. For some reason, Molly's making me give memories of my childhood. One of the only memories I think I can remember is when we went down to Don's house and we came home and we got a spanking from nothing.
Okay, start. Is that what we're talking about here? The joy I brought them?
Yeah, that's good.
I thought so. Yeah, I would say I'm probably their favorite.
Whatever, I am.
Okay.
All right.
I love them.